Hey, Bob, can you hear me? Not sure if you can hear me. I'm glad to see you. I'm afraid I was in the wrong place. You have to go over to the left, the corner where the microphone is, and click on it and unmute yourself. Left corner. Click on the little microphone thing on the left corner of your screen, and you should be able to unmute yourself. Let me see if I can. No, I don't think I can unmute you. It's I can only mute myself and unmute myself. But there's a, oops. Can you get back on, Bob?
Yeah, I'm on. You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can
There
hear
you
you.
go. It's amazing what
How
it's
you
like.
doing?
I love technology. The worst case, you sign off and sign on again, and everything good magically fixes.
Yeah, it might have been, my microphone the other day. And then I tried to do something, my wife's 50th birthday, and we had it outside on the big screen. I had all her whole family come in, but then the problem were speakers.
Yeah, right.
It was like something was coming over the speakers and something wasn't, but it all worked out.
You got all worked out. That's all that matters.
That's all
Hey,
right.
Terry, how you
Hey,
doing?
Terry.
Hey, good. Be honest, how are y'all?
So far, so good.
I like the beard, man.
Oh, thank you. One of the another COVID beards that a lot of people are doing.
Man,
I
I think
understand.
there you go.
Hey, mine.
You guys could enter that contest down at Sloppy Joe's, the Ernest Hemingway.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to go back down to Key West. I was thinking about that since our Caribbean vacation got canceled, but yeah, still probably not a good place to go right now. So maybe next year. Hey, Preston, I got an inspection ordered with you guys for next week. And I had told my client just to verify real quick, you guys still do repairs that can be done in less than 5 minutes as a courtesy?
Yes, yeah. I'll make sure. Do you know what day or what the address is? I'll make sure.
Yeah, I've already got it set up. It's next Wednesday in Huntersville on Hawks Ridge.
Okay. I'll message that inspector to make sure that that I mean, we're not gonna regrout a tub or anything.
Yeah. I told him, I said, this is just very simple stuff like loose receptacles, things like that. Just again, trying to sell your services to my client and, putting that plug in there. So just wanted to verify I told him correct.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't push it as much as I used to because that's what happens. And we still do it, but like the expectations are kind of like, it's just like loose receptacles and light bulbs and stuff.
Yep. Sounds good. Thanks, Preston.
Thank you.
All right. Gang, we started just a second here. How's everybody doing today?
Great.
So far, so good.
Very good.
Love seeing all these beautiful faces. And in-house as well. Don't worry, we're less than 10 people. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get rolling right into all of our fun team meeting stuff. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Mega Camp's a hot topic coming up. We've got a lot of victories to share, so I'm really excited about that. So let's jump right in. Welcome to team meeting. Maybe. Okay, so tell us something good. So guys, speak up. What do you got going on good in your worlds right now?
I'll speak up.
Go ahead, Terry, what you got?
All right. So we did get a buyer under contract this weekend. As we know, very competitive market out there for buyers, but was successful in doing that. Picked up another client yesterday as we're getting ready to go on vacation later this week. So lesson learned, take more vacations.
Always go on vacation, right?
Absolutely.
I came back from vacation and I think I had like 12 appointments booked for me. So thank you guys for all the hard work. So what else we got? Tell me something good. Preston, if you don't speak up, I'm going to share something about you.
Well, we're giving away, I think we're up to $600 or $700 now to the Humane Society. We had this promotion that for every agent that gave us 4 inspections or more for the month of August, we would give $100. And we're up to like, I didn't realize we were going to be giving probably close to $1,000, but it's all good. It goes to a good cause.
Well, yeah, and you know, we guys, if you don't know Preston Stanley, he's going to be speaking to us a little bit later in our meeting today, and he's also contributing to one of our events, which we're going to be talking about for our blood drive. So, Preston, thank you for that. Yet, I need to brag on Preston for a second because if you guys haven't seen the new Charlotte Real Producers magazine, Preston was featured in there. So, good job, buddy. Runs a great business. Always the first guy on my list to call because he never says no to helping out money wise. So sorry, shouldn't share that with everybody. But good job, Preston.
We put my phone on mute.
What else, guys? Anybody else? Tell me something good. It's a beautiful day today. Yes, it is, Becca. All right.
We're in the office.
We are in the office. All right. So let's all give a big round of applause and welcome to Priscilla Newbold. She is our newest agent here at KW Cornelius. Guys, for the growth of our office, we're on track right now to have a record-breaking month. So I appreciate all the guys, or all the people, sorry, guys and girls, because it just looked like a bunch of women about to throw something at me. I appreciate you guys sending referrals over, introducing me to other agents in the area, and just helping to really grow our office and make it bigger and stronger. When we do that, we increase the profit share that goes directly back into your guys' pockets. So good job, Kristen. I know you sent me somebody this month, so thank you for that. She didn't join us. She joined another Keller Williams, and that's okay. We did get a bunch of our friends that used to be here at this office have also left the company they were at, and 11 of them came back over to Keller Williams. So that's great. That's huge. I know Deb Augustinelli has been having some conversations with some of those people. Unfortunately, they didn't come here, but they're back in our system, which is the important thing. So good job to everybody on that, and keep it up. Keep them coming. All right, so we've got some birthdays to celebrate. So just be mindful of this for the month of August and the month of September. Some of our birthdays that are coming up. And we've got some really cool, I know Consuelo's not here, but Consuelo made the top 5 in our region. Wow. And that's huge as an individual agent to be in the top 5. Also, one of the mountain team, which is out of High Country. I know they're not here either, but they were number 2 for teams, which teams, as we know, is 2 producing agents. So let's give them a huge round of applause as well. And in-house, Christy Walker and Associates also made the top 10 for teams. So congratulations. So good job, guys, and keep up the hard work. Everybody is familiar with this graphic, yes? Everybody's seen this? Okay, so what David Morgan at the Mooresville office and I put this together. Actually, I take that back. Rachel put it together. We gave her all the information. She made it look really pretty. And so this is just our basic little quick snapshot when somebody wants to talk to you about joining Keller Williams and what it looks like. So all the information here is our value proposition to why Keller Williams. So first and foremost, you guys all know about the new 80-20 split with the $16,000 cap. Everybody switched to that August 1st. There is a rumor out there that this is just a recruiting tool and that's all it is. It's not. This is where we're at. And that's how we're moving forward. And everybody who was over the $16,000 cap amount has instantly capped, and we'll be moving forward with getting 100% real estate commission. For those of you, it's a $6,000 savings. So that's pretty good incentive to be offered by our ownership group, and obviously to help us grow our office. Also on here, voted #1 training company by Training Magazine. And so I want to explain that a little bit because I've heard some conversation, some confusion around that. So Training Magazine names across all industries the top training companies. And so Keller Williams has actually held the title more than once of the #1 company for training. In 2018, we were put into the Training Hall of Fame. And as Gary Keller will tell you, congratulations, guys, you did your job too well, they retired you. Because now we're no longer allowed to compete for top training company. This is the thing, no other real estate firm has been in the top 25. So when people want to talk about, oh, I want to start my real estate career correctly, we're the only firm that's been #1, let alone in the top 25, according to Training Magazine. Keller Offers. I know we've got another Keller Offers program going on tomorrow. Guys, it's free right now. So if you go and take Keller Offers, it's free to get Keller Offers certified. You do have to send over 2 Keller Offers in the first 60 days. Quick breakdown on that. It is an instant offer cash program similar to Knock, Open Door, OfferPad. Guys, if you're going on listing presentations right now, you should be taking a Keller Offers with you so you can say, this is what we list the house for, and bingo, here is an instant cash offer right away, even if the people aren't asking for it. If you bring that in, it's very powerful because somebody who's thinking that they're going to stop and say, I'm going to go shop Christy Walker against OfferPad and see what they do, she's already bringing them an instant offer, so they've got it right there in their hands, and it's going to prevent them from saying, oh, let me hold off, and more likely to move forward with you guys right away. Keller Offers, a lot of people I think have stayed away from it right off the bat because they don't understand the power behind it. The real power behind Keller Offers, Gary Keller has been quoted on stage as saying this because I was there, is it is not to start an instant offer company. What it is to give us more ammunition so that we can go ahead and get the listing. That's what it's really designed for. Keller Mortgage, if you guys are not familiar with Keller Mortgage, get involved in this. It's a 0+ loan, okay? That means no loan origination costs, no application fees. If the appraisal, if the deal falls apart and they've already paid for the appraisal, Keller Mortgage will eat the appraisal. And if you're doing loans above $250,000, you have the opportunity to get $1,000 off, okay? So if you guys need to be put in touch with a loan officer at Keller Mortgage, or you just want to find one out for yourself, please, guys, get involved. These are all the programs that we have that we don't do a good enough message of getting out and telling our clients about. This is a huge advantage. The last house I bought for $305,000, I paid $6,600 to the mortgage company, okay? Guys, imagine what I could do with an extra $6,600, or your clients could do. Could they get a higher loan? Could they get a lower rate? I went and took an extra $6,000 and bought my interest rate down. It cost me $6,400. I could have used it for that. So there's a lot of advantages here with the 0+ loan. Keller Covered, our insurance company, home and auto bundle. Profit share, you guys know about. Productivity coaching, you guys know about. So I'm not going to dive into those right now. And then everything that's coming with tech. Now, I always get this conversation when we're talking about tech, okay? And this is the thing. The technology is changing. It is, okay? And some stuff is not in the same place where it was. Guys, need you to be patient until we get it up and running to the level. However, it is fully functional. It's not that it's not working, okay? And we've heard that before. That is not the situation. Guys, go and check out Marty Miller. Go and check out Nick Baldwin. They do these challenges to walk you guys through the steps of the technology. And so just be mindful of that. When you're talking to somebody about joining Keller Williams, you should have this in your back pocket. This is your value proposition to bring to them. Okay. Questions on any of that stuff? Oops, I skipped ahead. All right. So let's give a huge round of applause to Lindsay Kendrick. She's our provisional broker of the month. She's been here almost 2.5 months. Mid-June. So, and she's just got her first listing and is working 5 pieces of business right now. So awesome job, Lindsay, in such a short period of time. Good job. Also, I've got another shout out for Kim Wilson, is our agent of the month. Okay. And it's not because of her sales. Okay. Kidding. Kim really showed her true leadership last week, and I love seeing this. She took 3 hours out of her day. That's a lot of time, guys. And she sat down with Logan and Madison Chadley as they were doing call time desk and walked them through an offer to purchase and contract, soup to nuts. That's exactly the leadership that we're looking for here at Keller Williams Cornelius. It's just going to make us stronger as a whole. So let's give a round of applause to Kim. Good job. Christy's going, what? She wasn't lead generating? Now let's have a few words from our broker in charge.
Hi, everybody. So when all the new forms that were released on July 1st, there was a 60 days grace period where you could use them. So be known now that on September 1st, which is a few days away, all of the updated documents must have a 7/2020 in the bottom right-hand corner. So in order for your file to be approved for compliance, again, 7/2020 needs to be on all the updated forms. If you have any personal folders or personal files, make sure you go back and update that because I know Terry hates to send those back. So again, all 7/2020 forms must be used effective on September 1st. And just a couple other forms updates. The doc and peer addendum is only needed if applicable. So if you don't have a doc or a peer not waterfront, you don't need to add it, kind of like the lead paint disclosure. And then one other point that I want to make about our septic and sewer disclosure. The point of that disclosure, because it protects the whole firm's license. I know it's an extra step, but if we have one agent that misrepresents a bedroom or a septic or a sewer is wrong, that affects the whole firm, my license, and everybody in here. So that's why we put in that's going to protect the whole office. Let's just take that extra step to confirm the septic or the sewer and upload that in our files. And that's all I have. Yes?
Who removes all the old forms? Because unfortunately, I have evidently been using some of them because
On which,
I don't really know which one to do.
so DocuSign has all the updated forms.
Right.
For the most part, they should have released the other ones. So I'll double check and go through them. In our folder?
Keller Williams folder.
Okay, our office folder.
Yes.
Okay, I'll make sure. I know that we have sent them and we've changed the rest a couple times.
Okay.
I'll make sure that only the good ones are in there.
Okay, thank you.
Fair enough.
I think some contracts that were under contract prior to may still have those forms
Yeah.
and can still close with those forms, but moving forward.
Okay.
And
Yes,
so
correct.
they may be in there for a couple months just to be on the safe side, but moving forward, if you guys, anything after September 1 that you guys write and it's on the wrong form, it will be sent back to you.
New business
Do
moving
not
forward.
make those mistakes.
Correct, and I'll make sure that those are all. And when I was looking through it, like Huntersville has their RESPA, and they say Huntersville.
Yeah.
So I'll update that so it says Cornelius to eliminate any of that confusion. Thanks for those points.
Thanks, Rob. All right, moving on. Amber Valentine, Agent Services Coordinator. Come give us an update on all the fun stuff you're doing.
Absolutely. I'm excited. Okay, so whenever I ask what I'm supposed to talk about at these team meetings, it's always, what have you been getting the most questions about? And recently I've been getting the most questions about what exactly it is that I do. And so I was like, what do I do? Well, interestingly enough, you called me yesterday a liaison between the agents and what is available to you here in our office and the resources of Keller Williams. And I was having a conversation yesterday with Sandy Sacco, and she was telling me that in the very beginning of her journey here, she was very frustrated because she started during COVID. She didn't know which way to turn. She didn't know where to go. And we got her on a track where she started going to Ignite. So she did Spark and Elementals. Then she started plugging herself into the office through Agent on Duty and coming in here and answering the phones and being in the space of the people here. Then she took another additional training by our fabulous PJ Kennedy that was offered on the calendar for buyer presentations. She said as soon as she did that buyer presentation, mixed with what she had learned in PC coaching at Spark and Elementals and what she's picked up from being here, the light bulb came on and her business has taken off. That is what I am here to connect you to, is all of the resources and things you have available so you don't need to feel stuck. You have an entire leadership team here. You have all kinds of amazing training available to you. Call me. Let's see where the gaps are if you have any. They're probably smaller than you think they are. And I'm here to fill those gaps for you and help you find what you need to get to the next level of your business. So that's me for today.
Thank you. And shameless plug, there is a listing class tomorrow that I'll be teaching. So, Terry, let me get you up on the big screen, buddy. Terry, you got on mute.
How about now?
There we go.
All right, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Just a reminder on compliance, when you turn in a file, please make sure you use a custom tag and title the file COR- using the property address when you click submit. It helps both you and I out tremendously. For example, the other day there were 105 files between the 3 offices, and the ones that don't get pulled up with COR prefix, I have to go through those 100 files to pull them up for you to ensure that they're reviewed properly on time and that you get paid on time. So it takes a little bit longer, and none of us like to wait to get paid. So help me out by helping you to get your file approved quickly and title it using that COR custom prefix. And the other thing, go ahead.
Where they're putting that prefix, can you just kind of give a quick walkthrough on where
when
they're
you
putting that?
create your opportunity, for example, if it's a buyer opportunity, you do not have the address, but be sure that you add the title of the opportunity and a custom tag option, COR, and then use the buyer's name. But when you do have the address, please add that address after the COR prefix. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to try to walk you through that. I'm sure Sue, our tech coordinator, will be glad to answer those questions as well. I'm speaking for her, of course. But it's easy to do, and it's important. Again, when we have so many files to look at, I try to do it as quickly as I can, and if I can pull it up by your prefix, hey, I can get it done real quick. Just the only other thing is just to piggyback on Rob was indicating about forms. So everyone knows our current RESPA form in-house was revised in July. So it is the July form, not the June revision. And I do see some people using a 2018 version of the residential property disclosure. As we know, that is a state of North Carolina form created by the legislature. So please tear up those old residential property disclosures. Look at the date, which is on the bottom left-hand corner of that document, to make sure it is a February 2020 document to protect both you and the homeowners. That's it for me, guys. As always, reach out to me if you have any additional questions.
Awesome. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate the update. All right. Cece, you're up next.
All right. When I'm wearing my check writing hat, somebody remind me, because I try to say this at every single team meeting. What's my favorite thing in the world to do when I'm writing my check writing hat, my MCA hat?
Pay us.
Pay you. Woohoo! And this is why she's broker of the month. Okay, so here's the news I have to share with you. I have $76,341.95 in checks in my office that I can't pay anybody because your compliance isn't in. That was what Terry was just talking about. You can't find your compliance, title things right, submit, get those things in. So I'm kind of depressed right now. That's a lot of money just hanging out there, doing nothing for nobody. It's not helping me. It's not helping you. It's not doing anything. We want it to help you. That money goes into your businesses, to help you. So get that compliance in so I can pay you. I really want to do that. Let's see, quick reminder, next Monday, last closing day of the month, and we go into transmittal. So if you have a closing between now and Monday, one, I want to see your compliance, and I know Terry does too, because he doesn't want to get crushed with all of it on the last day either. I want to be able to pay you on time and include, this is a big one for me, because I'm responsible for making sure all of your award statuses are correct. If it closed in this month, I want to pay you in this month because I want you to get the award in this month. You deserve it. You did the work. Okay, so help me help you get all that stuff done. I know we've got some Mega Camp talk coming up. Who in here is registered for Mega Camp already?
Woo!
All right. Okay, you guys registered since, I'll say the hands. So Shannon raised her hand, Becca raised her hand, PJ raised his hand, and PJ raised his hand because I registered him.
Leverage. You're welcome.
Yeah, hey, I was registering me. Why not? All right, so Becca and Shannon have registered since I started the group me. So you guys are going to get your private invitations to the Mega Camp only group me. The week of Mega Camp, the training room will be closed off and restricted only to Mega Camp registrants. So if you want access to what's going on for Mega Camp, you need to register. And I think this is coming up next a little bit too, but I'm going to do it anyway because I love Cody Gibson. You have to register by 5 p.m. Eastern time today, Tuesday, August the 25th, to get a free pre-Mega Camp session with Cody Gibson. The only way you can get that.
Who's Cody Gibson?
Who's Cody Gibson?
So Cody Gibson is a bold coach. Cody, you're done. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Cody Gibson is a bold coach. He is also the owner of UHG, which is United Home Group. Deb Augustinelli in our office is his Carolinas representative. They have offices. They've done expansion at a very high level. They're in over 106 cities. So you guys want to know about a big business and a very positive mindset, come check out Cody Gibson. And I know you know Cody personally. Usually at Mega Camp, he does these workout event things in the morning. Yeah. Explain that, Becca, please.
So last time we did one, basically it's donate what you want to come to this workout class, $100 like minimum suggested. And I think we raised like $10,000 for charity of choice when we were there. We did a really great spin class. It was super motivational, and just to kind of like be around that sort of energy and meet those type of people, it's a really great opportunity. So I think he's trying to do something virtual.
Is he?
This year. So I don't know. We'll find out. I'll let you guys know.
Is it going to be at 7 o'clock in the morning again? Because
Probably.
I definitely slept through that last year.
You were up for that. I was there.
All right, so let's watch a quick little video about Mega Camp. Bam! Yeah, I do want to, give a big thank you to Gary Keller for stealing my beard logo and using the mustache logo, just as long as you guys know where he got it, okay? Who here has been to Mega Camp in the past? Okay. Christy, can you share really quickly what was valuable about it to you?
It's a lot more compressed than family meeting. So you get a lot of the really great information in a faster period of time. You're getting a mindset, you're getting all the new company things that are happening, but you're also just getting it without having to go to the breakout classes, which are hugely valuable. But this is the overall company stuff that is just really given to you in a big way. And it's one of my favorite things to go to, actually.
Awesome. Becca, you want to share?
Yeah, so I really enjoy Mega Camp. Similar reasons. You get to go sit and be in a larger setting, and the information is just right there. There's a little bit less of the kind of running around that you get at family reunion, but still a lot of the same value, similar value. And I mean, normally I would say the connections I find really valuable. So I'm interested, fascinated to see what it's going to look like this year, how we're going to be able to connect with agents from other areas and build those, referral partnerships. So that's usually one of my favorite things. So I'm excited to see how we're going to do it.
I was going to share my story about referral in a minute, but what were you going to say?
So cool. We got a preview. Was it Monday? It was yesterday.
Yes. Yeah.
What the participant portal is going to look like, or does look like, not
Mhm.
does look like. So it should be coming by the end of the week to people who are registered. If you're not registered, you don't actually get a chance to see it.
And our fearless leader, Ken Temple, was actually speaking on the national call yesterday. Anybody else want to share anything from Mega Camp or from Family Reunion?
How much is this year to do the virtual?
It is, it's free if you bring an agent from another company.
I'm only working on the free version.
Anybody in Zoom land want to share experiences from Mega Camp? Zoom land, yeah. No. So I want to share a quick little powerful story that I experienced at Mega Camp. So Family Reunion has a lot of those breakout sessions in classrooms, and where Mega Camp, when they do their breakout sessions, they do masterminds. And the really cool thing for me was that I got to go sit in a room of like 40, 50 other agents when I was doing just over $10 million in production. This way, I wasn't in a conversation that was $50 million producer. Sometimes those guys up on stage are doing $50 to $100 million, and it goes over my head, right? Because that's not the level I'm at. And then also on the flip side of that coin, somebody who's just started off in the business doing 1 to 2 million, I'm not there for that conversation either. So they lump you into these categories. You get to really relate and get to know the people that are basically you in either a different area of the country or in a different country. And so it's really super beneficial to go ahead and take these things and bring them back and incorporate them in your business. And so one year I was there, and I used to go to this restaurant down in Pineville. It's no longer there. It's a Greek restaurant. And it's funny because the owners are now Keller Williams agents. Yet the husband, Bernard, was a good buddy of mine. And so we would go in there to eat. Great, awesome, wonderful. Put me in touch with somebody, I think it was a brother or cousin or something, was in mason work in Istanbul, Turkey. And so when I went to Mega Camp, I was like, I got to search out, find Turkey, right? And so I met this guy, Emery. I started talking to him, and his brother does a commercial side of business. I just kind of put them in touch with this guy, not really knowing where it was going to go. They ended up doing 4 commercial parking decks together. And over a 2-year window, I got mailbox money that was over $20,000. And I could say international real estate agent now, right? So you guys don't know what connections you guys can make. As Becca said, you go to find referral partners. My goal is to make sure I make enough connections when I'm there. You guys know I have a big problem talking as it is, but I go to make enough connections so that I can pay for my trip. And that one right there just paid for like 10 of those trips. So it's a really, really great opportunity. And like I said, if you guys want to go for free, all you guys have to do is go ahead and bring somebody from another company. What we're looking for is we're looking for capping agents from another company. However, they're above $2 million in production. We'll talk about it. We'll get you guys in so you guys can get into Mega Camp for free.
It's currently 119 on Friday. It's up.
119 for Mega Camp right now, goes up on Friday. Okay, just so everybody could hear me. All right. Sue, are you on here? Sue, can you hear me?
I sure am. How's
All right.
everybody doing?
Sue has an update for us as well.
So for everybody that is using Twilio with their command, and Twilio is a text messaging service that we use a lot with our smart plans and to communicate back and forth with our people through our contacts. You probably received an email that it is going to change as of September 1st. So right now, the agents, how they do use Twilio, they create a personal account, they set up a phone number, and they pay for their usage. And it's their Twilio number for corresponding back and forth, receiving and coming in messages within your command through texting. There's a new integration happening September 1st. Keller Williams now has a Twilio master account. Agents buy a monthly subscription to it, and they get the Twilio sub account. Agents set up a Twilio number within command, and then they can still send and receive messages. So it's going to work the same. However, the way who we go through is different. We're going to go through the marketplace now when we buy it, when we look through it. And so some advantages is we're going to get better pricing. Versus market pricing, we're going to get a better pricing because we're KW and all going together. You have the ability to select your another number, and it should improve our user experience and new features. So check your emails. You have probably gotten one last week and got at least one this week on what you need to do on September 1st. If you don't do anything on September 1st, if you have smart plans set up with Twilio and text messaging, they probably won't go out. So make sure you go in and you change it on September the 1st. Another exciting thing that I like about Mega Camp is they always roll out new things for us within our business. And I'm excited, I can't tell too much, but I'm excited to say that our teams, whether it's a 2-team person or a 20-team person, you're gonna like what's coming out. It's gonna be more user-friendly. Smart plans will be great. You can do one in the Rainmaker account and then use them in your team. So each team member does not have to create their own smart plans. They can, the agents on that team, but if the team Rainmaker wants a certain one and certain format, it's easily given to the team members. So I'm excited for Mega Camp September, and that's it. I'll see you in your office on Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you, Sue. And if you guys have any questions, Sue is here in our office every Thursday. You can make an appointment with her, pop in, see her. So we can make sure that you guys are using everything to the full potential that Keller Williams does us. So awesome. Okay. I'm just going to play this again. There we go. All right. So guys, around Mega Camp, this is our goal right now. We want to be at 30% or 60 people registered. We'd really like to be at 45%. Mega Camp usually costs a couple $1,000s. Okay. This is a great opportunity. You get to see, Gary Keller, Josh team. There's some special guests that have been announced that I'm not going to tell you about. There's some that have not been announced. So just be mindful of that. In years past, John Maxwell has spoken at these events. Simon Sinek was supposed to speak at one of our last events, and unfortunately he got the flu. So guys, they bring some talent to the stage. Right now we have 9 people registered, which is kind of embarrassing. So this is the Mega Camp opportunity. So what can you guys do if you guys go and you have a buddy who's hanging out at one of those tater tot, 3-letter companies, wherever they are, and you want to go ahead and bring them to Mega Camp, we'll go ahead, hook them up with an email talking to me. We'll do a quick little interview, or not really an interview, just kind of a conversation piece. You guys are welcome to be there for that as well. They come to Mega Camp, they get a ticket for free, you get a ticket for free, okay? If you want to bring 2 people, you get a ticket for free, and you also will get 1 month of your office market center dues paid for by the market center. If you don't want to have your office dues paid for, we'll pay for your next bold pivot if you guys want to do that, which is a $100 value. Somebody asked me, what happens if I get all 4? If I could bring 4 people? Well, okay, so I thought long and hard about it, and you're going to get a free ticket. You're going to get one. Well, you got 4 people, right? So you got 1 gets your ticket. The other 2 are going to get you 2 months off free. And if you bring a 4th person, we're going to take care of your MLS dues for 1 quarter. Okay? That's a $195 value. Okay? So if you guys bring 4 agents to Mega Camp, and really, guys, getting this message out there, this is great. It's not Keller Williams. This is industry information that they're going to need. The general assemblies are what's happening across the United States and also what's happening in Canada. You guys may say, well, I don't really care about Canada. It doesn't make a difference to me. It does. Our economies are very closely tied, so be mindful of that. There's a lot of great information that's given in there. It's not just about Keller Williams is doing this and Keller Williams is doing that. Yes, there's some of that in there, but this is really about industry information. All right. Yes, Cece.
How many free spots do I have with no names on?
How many free spots do you have?
Yeah.
I don't know. How many do you have? 12.
I need people. I need names.
All right. Agenda 1 week before. This is how you guys go ahead, get signed up, complete your profile on a new platform. You get to connect with agents from around the world. How many countries is Keller Williams in?
20-something?
44. We're in 44 different countries, and that number is going to go up at Mega Camp, just FYI. Okay, Mega Camp Eve. Join the welcome party to ring in Mega Camp. Programming, networking, everything live, and we're going to have a virtual exhibit hall that you guys are going to be able to go around and tour for things that you want to add into your business, maybe leverage pieces as having somebody else book your ticket for you. Thanks, CC. Day 1, this is the vision speech. This is where the company is. This is the direction the company is going. Interview with top agents. Top agent interviews were always like, who are these big producers? And last year, Gary Keller mixed it up, which I loved. He told the agents they would not go ahead and be on stage unless he could review their P&L and see how profitable they were. So they're not just throwing up big numbers. They have to be a profitable company as well. And those are really the leaders. As you guys know, we're in the top 200 offices for Keller Williams. And I get to sit down with Gary Keller on a monthly basis, which is awesome for my job. And one thing he's been preaching right now is, as we're going into this shifting market, this market correction we're going to have next year, he's telling all of us to read business books, okay? It's really becoming that interdependent business-focused model. And then special guest speakers, of course. Day 2, Josh Team. Who's Josh Team? CEO. Nope. Gary Keller's our CEO. He is the president, and he runs all of our technology. So 4 rounds of breakout sessions, which will be interactive, and then choose from 5 learning tracks. Day 3, who's this lovely lady? Who? Who's Mo Anderson? Mo Anderson, chairman of the board, former CEO of our company. She is culture, okay? She is the heart of KW Culture. If you guys don't know, Red Day that we have every year is actually held on her birthday. She was the one who came up with the idea for Red Day. So the Cultural Summit, we have ahas into action items and setting yourself up for success to finish strong. You guys are going to get a lot of information from Mega Camp. What I'm going to strongly encourage you guys to do is take 3, 4 things that you really want to focus on in your business. Don't try and do it all because you're going to get a lot of stuff thrown at you. The watch party for Gary, Josh, and Mo's addresses. CC already talked about our private group me page, the breakouts, and then special edition mega camp t-shirts that you guys can purchase. My leverage piece got me all 3 of the t-shirts, so I've got those. Thanks, CC. Okay, so go right here. Can I get rid of this? Okay, megacamp.kw.com to register for $119, right? $119 today through Friday. Okay, some training events that you guys may want to be mindful of or jot down, okay? Go ahead and take a look up here. We've got Sparks and Elementals running again. We've got presentation tomorrow on listing presentation. Smart Business Moves with CC is going to be, that's today, right? That is today at 5. Keller Offers class tomorrow. Scripts is always listing presentation class, which I just mentioned. We have presentation is everything coming. And then the free ID shield, like CC changed their passwords. Coming next month, I'm going to be doing an offer class because Kim inspired me. And please feel free to come and help critique me on it. But how to write an offer and work through an offer, soup to nuts. Intro to Command with Sue. Labor Day, we're closed, obviously. Provisional broker meeting. Our team meeting, also going to be rerunning that buyer presentation again and listing presentation next month as well. We've got 4 right now, hopefully 5 classes. Amber's got us hooked up with a professional measurer who's going to come in and teach us how to measure homes. And then he's also going to plug his services. And Preston, I think you know that guy who's coming in. I think he's a buddy of yours. Be a hero for a hero. Guys, as you know, we've done 2 blood drives already this year. They've been hugely, widely successful. We're going to do a blood drive. We're going to have a food truck here on September 11th. We've invited first responders. We've invited Mayor Woody to come and speak. Did we confirm Mayor Woody? No, not yet. Okay. So maybe a mayor. If not, Shannon's the mayor and she can talk. She's the mayor of Cornelius. Look, guys, this is a really great event. As you can see, we've got a ton of sponsors that have already come out for this. And it's really just a really good, strong give back to the community and show our cultural side. So if you can be here, if you can't give blood, that's fine. Be here, be present, help out. And we're working on a charity right now. I think we've got one, but they haven't confirmed yet, have they? Pretty close. Okay. To go directly to a charity for first responders. So when we know, we'll let you know. All right, needs and wants. What do you guys got? What do you need? What you want? I still need a house. If anybody wants to find me a house.
Yeah, I told her Huntersville, so the Huntersville office is on it too. Y'all got competition.
Okay, before we jump to our sponsors, there's a couple of things that I want to let you guys know about that we're doing here at Keller Williams Cornelius. It's going to be a little bit different. Okay, so who's part of the growth committee in here? Okay, Shannon's on the growth committee. Deb is, yeah, she's on here too. Let me oopsie. Let me get out of this for a second so I can see everybody. A couple of things, and Deb, I know you're already clued in on this. One of the things we're doing for new agent onboarding process is we are going to be giving a reimbursement for their school, okay? And so how that works is people that are in school to become licensed real estate agents right now are going to get 3 coupons for their first 3 closings, and they're going to get credited $200 for the first 3 closings, okay? So if you know anybody in school, want us to pay for their education for them, all they've got to do is come in and do the activities, and we're going to go ahead and do a reimbursement to bring in some new fresh blood, so to speak. Other thing, we are in talks right now with a few different people about applying a office transaction coordinator, okay? So I want to explain to this how this is going to work for you guys. One of the main overall goal of putting an office transaction coordinator in place is to give you guys a leverage tool. All right. So when we break down, you guys have all read the MREA, right? And know it by heart. Sure. So how many hours does it take to do a real estate transaction? Who knows? Altogether. 50. Yes, Kim's right. Good job, Cece. I mean, Kim. So on average, it takes about 50 hours to walk through a real estate transaction, and it's broken down as such. 10 hours is client care. That's you guys doing consultations, showing properties, sitting down with the coffee shop, going through offers. All the client care takes up about 10 hours of that. Now, this is average, okay? 20 hours is the lead generation, growing business, getting more business going. Another 20 hours is dedicated to the paperwork. So getting the buyer consultation or the listing consultation ready. Once you go under contract, any due diligence repair requests, closing your file out, everything that Terry and Cece are talking to about command, all of the back office stuff. And that's about another 20 hours. And so our goal with putting a transaction coordinator in place is to take 20 hours and give it back to you guys, okay? Now, this is how this is gonna work. There is gonna be a fee associated with this, okay? Just so everybody knows. It is gonna be a pass-through cost for us. So a typical, we're gonna have two major functions. Number one is gonna be putting your listings into MLS for you. The other is gonna be taking it from contract to close. Now, typically, and those of you guys that have used transaction coordinators, on the listing side, you're talking about a $200 to $250 value, and that's what the average transaction coordinator is going to charge you to load up your property into MLS. On the flip side, on the closing, from contract to close, they're going to charge you probably anywhere from about $350 to $500 with the average transaction coordinators that are out there. So we took those numbers and we cut them in half. And so for the transaction coordinator that we're going to have in-house, for her to go ahead and load up all of your listing stuff into the MLS is going to be $125. And to take it from the contract to close is going to be $250. It is going to come out of your DA, okay? So when you guys close on the file, it'll come out. Just to those of you that are in productivity coaching, your fee comes out. Same way it's going to come out. And that really is going to be, I think you guys will see there's going to be some huge leverage in there. If you guys can get 20 hours per deal back, think about how much more business could you do? How much more family time can you do? My goal is to give you guys as much value to make this as easy as possible so you guys can go out, do more business, or spend some more time with family. And so thoughts, questions, comments? Yes, Kim.
Are they going to be licensed and like negotiate repairs and do all that for you?
They're going to be licensed. They are going to be in-house. At least for the first 6 months, because I want them to build a presence, because they're going to have to build rapport with you guys, so you guys want to use them. Negotiation of repairs, that's going to be a you conversation with the transaction coordinator. Me personally, I don't like somebody else to negotiate my repairs for me because they weren't there at the inspection with me and saw this thing. They may not know and understand the motivation behind my buyer or seller. So I'm going to strongly encourage everybody to do their own. However, that'll be a conversation you can have with the transaction coordinator. But great questions.
But you don't need one.
Chris, talk afterwards, by the way.
She's expensive.
If they're paid at closing, then what happens if the deal falls through and it never closes?
So if the deal falls through and they don't move forward, they don't get paid. If you want to get them a Starbucks gift card, feel free. But that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles on it. What other questions you guys got? Do we like this idea? Yes? Please. Good, because I was working on it for months. All right. Any other questions about transaction coordinator? I got one more thing before I'm going to turn it over to Right Rug. Okay. ALC. If you guys are interested in being part of next year's ALC, next month I am hosting interviews. Okay. It is going to be a 3-tier process, essentially. You're going to sit down, you're going to interview with me so we can set expectations of what you're going to be doing as an ALC member, what your responsibilities are going to be. From there, we're going to invite that group to our ALC clinic. ALC clinic, I don't believe they've confirmed it. It is either October, is it 22nd? Okay, I knew it was 22nd or the 23rd. So it's now going to be October 22nd. You're going to be required on October 22nd all day. It's going to be virtual. You guys are going to be required to be there, okay? If we want to do a ALC clinic party here in the office, I'm fine with that. So we can all live stream it. Yet those are going to be the first 2 steps. And then the leadership team is going to get together and decide who we're going to move forward for ALC. I know some people have already expressed interest. That's great. If you do get invited to ALC retreat, like we do a private ALC retreat every year, that means you are on ALC. Just going through the interview process in the clinic does not mean you're on it. Yet we will have all of those conversations individually. And really, guys, I really want to see the leadership, and I'm going to brag on Kim again a little bit. That was a great show of leadership. That's why she's an ALC member. That's really what we're looking for. I'm not looking for absentee ALC members. So if you're not present in the office, start being present. If you're not mentoring and helping out some of the newer agents, start doing those things, because that's really what I'm looking for. It doesn't matter to me if we have 3 ALC members or if we have 13 ALC members. We need to have the right people in the right positions. So that's my rant on ALC. Any questions on that? Okay. Oh, wait, I got some in the chat here. Leanne, did you what? Oh, okay, never mind. Thank you. Leverage. That's a word day today, huh? Okay, great. So let me see. We have got. Oops, sorry, 1 second. All right. Shayna Howard from Right Rug. Talk to us a little bit about you.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah. All right.
Everybody hear me?
There you are. Yep.
Hi, I'm Shayna Howard with Right Rug Flooring. We are the preferred flooring vendor for Keller Williams agents. We are here to help you guys get those listings sold quickly. I am direct mobile, so basically what that means is I have all of my samples in my van. I will go directly to your clients, and we can look at, if we're working with sellers, we're going to be looking at the, let's get it in and out quickly. $1.79 a square foot installed with upgraded pad carpet. I have several in stock that we can get in within about 48 hours. I also have a lineup of LVPs. So we do have carpet, LVP, hardwood, laminate, vinyl, and tile. So a little bit of everything for everybody. Just have your client reach out to me, call me, text me, email me, or I can go through you, however you want to do it. I'm out there usually within 24 hours. I get a quote to them within another 24 hours, and we can get that carpet LVP installed and get that house on the market fast. We do also move furniture, we do carpet restretching, and we offer financing through Wells Fargo. So no job too big or too small. We work with buyers and sellers, and I'll go right directly to them. You guys have any questions? Has anybody worked with Right Rug?
Kim's raising her hand.
Yeah, they do tile too. They're great. They're fast, and they usually beat everybody else.
You said you're great, you're fast, and you usually beat everybody else's quote.
I can't hear the question. I'm sorry.
No, Kim was giving you a testimonial saying that you guys are great, you're fast, and you usually beat everybody else's quote.
Fantastic. Guaranteed. Wholesale price.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for being here today. We
Thanks, guys.
appreciate your continued support of our office.
Absolutely.
Preston Sandlin with Home Inspection Carolinas.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Hey there, guys. Thank you guys for having me. I love this office. I love the vibe. Every time I do anything with this office, I come out of here jacked up. You guys have got a great vibe. And I love Keller Williams. I've actually modeled a lot of the stuff in my business from what I've seen in Keller Williams. I've taken bold, and I love it. You guys are the rock stars. And when I told you about those 8 realtors that were having to give $100 to Humane Society because they're giving us 4 pieces of business or not, 4 of them are Keller Williams agents. Of all the other agents, I mean, 50% of them are Keller Williams agents. So I wanted, you're with the right place, and you guys are rock stars. Speaking of that, I'm a big fan. I don't know if you can see. It doesn't show up on my virtual. I'm a big fan. Oh, it's upside down. I have a lot of books on my shelf. It doesn't show up on the virtual thing, does it? But Shift is one of my favorite books, and I know, PJ, you talked earlier about possibly a shift coming in the market next year. One thing I wanted to put a bug in your ear is in his book Shift, Gary Keller talks about pre-inspections and bulletproofing your deal, page 247, if you're curious. And, you know,
right side up.
Yeah. It won't show up on the thing for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway, bulletproofing your deal by doing a pre-inspection. I just want to give you guys a weapon here. We have a program where we can do a pre-inspection and load up the inspection report, and a potential buyer can buy the report for $20, and then that money goes back to the seller to offset their cost for it, and you get the lead, kind of like a Carfax thing. It's not for everybody, but it's out there if you guys want it. It's kind of like Carfax for your house, but I thought that might be a good, arrow to have in quiver. Yes.
Say that again, because I saw some ears perk up in here. Say that again.
So pre-inspections, they've been around for a long time. It's a hard sell. I get it. But if the market shifts, it can prevent that landmine down the road, and you can bulletproof your deal, as Gary Keller says. Well, one of the biggest objections has always been the cost. Sellers don't want to pay for it, and I don't blame them. And, we always thought, well, how can we offset that cost? And, you can buy a Carfax for a car. Why can't you buy the same equivalent thing for a house? So we made a program where we can do the pre-inspection, load up the report if the seller wants to, and any potential buyer can buy that report for $19.95, and that money goes back to the seller to offset their cost, and you get the lead off of it, and you get all the cards out on the table, and you bulletproof the deal so you don't have that surprise on the back end. It's not for everybody.
So sorry to interrupt. So I can go ahead, I can get my sellers to do a pre-inspection. As a result, I can put the house on the market. I can have 5 different people that want to buy that inspection. My sellers are going to get $100 back to offset their costs, and I get the leads of those 5 buyers.
That is correct. Now,
how much does that cost me?
Oh, it doesn't cost anything. It's just a program that we have. Yeah.
Awesome.
It does. Now, it won't, the most we've ever sold one report was 7 times. So that was, $140. It's not going to fully repay them the $400 or $500 that they paid for the inspection, but it will offset it. And it takes care of that objection a little bit. But thank you guys for having me. I can't wait to be a part of the blood drive, and thank you for all y'all do.
Thank you, Preston. And guys, actually, Preston helped inspire this blood drive as well, as we had a conversation in the office a couple weeks ago. So thank you for that, Preston. All right. As always, we want to thank our core vendors, LKN Title, Carolina's Home and Auto Insurance, and McNaught and Clements. And as you guys all know, we're our social media and everything. If you don't have it, get it off of here. Anybody got anything? Final thought? I know, look at that. We are right at noon. We good, guys? All right. Everybody in Zoom land, thank you for being here. Guys, make it a great day. We'll talk to you soon.